If you think the FIFA World Cup is just getting bigger, think again. The 2026 tournament is not simply adding more teams. It's changing the entire journey from the first whistle to the final trophy lift. And if you look at the new format and thought, wait, how does this even work? You are definitely not alone. In the next few minutes, you will understand the whole system so clearly that you could explain it to your friends before halftime. For details, the World Cup features 32 teams. It was simple. 8 groups of 4. The top 2 teams frame in groups advance, and the knockout stage bigger with the round of 16 easy enough. Now FIFA has expanded the tournament to 48 teams. The sound simple. It is not big exciting. 16 more team changes almost everything. Instead of 8 groups, there will now be 12 groups. Each group still contains 4 teams. Each team still plays 3 matches. So if you are worried that every country suddenly has to play 10 games before the knockouts, don't worry. The group test itself stays familiar. Here's where it gets interesting. With 12 groups, you end up with 12 groups, winners and 12 runners-up. That's only 24 teams. But a knockout bracket works much better with powers of 2. So including 32, 64, 24 does not fit neatly into anything. So FIFA came up with a solution. The top 2 teams from every group qualify automatically. Then the 8 best third place team also move on. Suddenly you have 32 teams ready for the knockout stage. Yes, finishing third might still keep your World Cup dream alive. Imagine 2 students both scoring average marks on a test. One barely misses out while another sneaks into the next round because their overall performance was slightly better. That's basically what happens with third place team. They are competitive point first, then goal difference, then goal scored, and only after the 2 other time breakers come into play. In theory, in good lose a match, draw another with 1 game, finish third and still qualify. In practice, every goal becomes incredibly valuable. Scoring on the extra goal in your final group match could be the difference between flying home or reaching the knocked out stage. You know the type? The team that everyone thinks is eliminated until someone check the standings and suddenly realize they are still alive. Expect plenty of that in 2026. And then comes another major change. Instead of jumping straight into the round of 16, qualified teams enter a brand new round of 32. That's mean more knockout matches, more drama and more chances for surprises. Every knockout game is simple. Win and continue, lose and go home. No second chances, no extra group calculation, just survive. This also means the eventual champions will have to play one extra knockout match compared to previous tournaments. Winning the World Cup become an even longer journey. But where make all these changes in the first place? The biggest reason is opportunity. More countries get to participate. Names that rarely qualified before now have a realistic part to the biggest football tournament on earth. Fans from more parts of the world get to experience and excitement, and the competition become even more global. Of course, not everyone loves the idea. Some people worry there will be weaker teams. Others think that tournaments might become too long, and some believe the extra matches could tire out players. Those debates will probably continue for years. But one thing is certain, the new format creates more stories, more underdogs, and far more moments where every single goal matters. And there another twist many people miss, because third place team can understand. Some group may stay undecided until the very last minute. A team sitting at third might celebrate after another match finishes hundreds of miles away. That's the kinds of chaos football fans greatly enjoy. So where someone says the 2026 World Cup just has 48 teams instead of 32, you now know that's only part of the story. The real change the how those teams navigate the tournament, how third place suddenly matters, and how a brand new round of 32 receives the road to becoming world championship. The format might look confusing at first glance, but once you break it down, it's actually a clever puzzle designed to keep more teams and more fans in the game for longer. And who knows, the country lifting the trophy in 2026 might not have looked like a favorite after the group stage at all. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more football explained without the commission, make sure you subscribe, because sometimes the most fascinating part of football, it's not the goal, it's the rules hiding behind them.